You're a broker, so let me guess, you're busy, like real busy, like no time for anything busy. But we know time is money. So let's do this. Why don't I give you 5 of the biggest time wasters that almost every broker does right now. I'm Michael Darmanin, CEO of Sellstate. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the 5 biggest time wasters that almost every broker does. So let's start with number 1. The biggest thing, and this is probably most common in the industry, is telling your agents that you are available for them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Why on earth are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? Let me ask you this. Do you want to get calls at 9 o'clock Sunday night? If you don't, then don't tell people that you are available any time of the day. You have to set boundaries, and those boundaries are actually set when you hire the agent. It's very, very, very important that you do that. My recommendation would be to figure out either time windows in the day that you can get back to people or a response time. Maybe it's a 2-hour response time. If you know that the busiest meeting you're gonna have in a day is 90 minutes, then give yourself a 2-hour window. That way, no one's in a panic when they can't reach you. They know you're gonna call them back within 2 hours. It's easily the biggest mistake brokers make that eats up most of their time. The second big mistake I see brokers make when it comes to eating up their time is trying to do everything themselves. Even Han Solo had help from the Ewoks in overthrowing the Empire. But on a serious note, ask yourself, are you doing everything in the office? Do you have an admin? If so, what is that admin doing? And what is that admin doing to help you with your daily tasks? Take a look at what you're doing every day. How much of that could you delegate? And ask yourself, if I were to delegate all of these tasks to someone else, what would I pay that person an hour? I'm guessing you'd rather make quite a bit more money than that. Look at simple things like, are you the one responsible for every detail of an office event? Or can you pass that off to maybe an admin help or committee? When you look at contracts, are you reviewing every single box to make sure they've all been filled in correctly? That's not something you need to be doing. There's aspects of a contract you need to look at, sure, but you don't need every little point. Are you doing the follow-up campaigns? Are you setting up a schedule? Are you doing the emails? Are you sending out the postcards? These are all tasks that could and should be delegated. Make sure you're not bogging yourself down with day-to-day tasks that can easily be handed off to someone else. All right, this next point is actually one of the easiest ones, and that is you need to have yourself a calendar. I honestly have no idea how anybody in business can function without one, but yet I see it time and time again. Get yourself a calendar, get yourself organized. It'll help you prioritize your task list, and it will actually save a lot of wasted time. And let me give you another tip, because the other mistake I see people do with calendars is they pack them so unrealistically tight, they get off schedule, and then they just throw the calendar out. What you want to do, schedule your calendar, prioritize your appointments, leave yourself buffer time between appointments, especially if travel could be involved. And the other thing you want to do is schedule catch-up time. So that way there, when those moments come up during the week that take you off your schedule, you have built-in time to get caught up. I know this sounds very simple, but I'm telling you, it's a big mistake. And if you're out there without operating on a calendar, you need to correct that immediately. All right, this next point is going to talk about bringing balance to the force.
We'll use the force. That's not how the force works.
Or in this case, maybe not the force, but your daily tasks. See, one thing that brokers fall in the trap of doing is turning their entire days into agent support. And while there's no doubt that agent support is massively important to the role, so is growing your business. And if you don't have the right balance, you're gonna struggle. And you're gonna find that your days are long and exhausting, and at the end of it, you're not gonna get the results you're looking for. Make sure that you're balancing out growth tasks as a priority and having an appropriate amount of time set aside for those activities. Yes, agent support is important. That's not going anywhere. Think of the largest retail stores or the retail stores that have the best customer service. Anyone you can think of that has great customer support. If you picture the inside of the store, how many people are working customer service? 2, 3 maybe? Yet how many caches are open? Growing is a major part of every business, and if you're not balancing that correctly, you're gonna have major problems, and we really don't wanna see you wasting all your time in one category when you should be balancing it across both growth and support. All right, so for this last point, what we wanna look at is trying to become the expert of absolutely everything. And this is a massive time sink that I see a lot of brokers fall into this trap.
It's a trap!
And let me give you a really excellent example, and that is technology platforms. If your company offers a tech platform, is it important that you understand what is being offered and what is being offered to your agents? Of course. Is it important that you understand the benefits and to be able to explain and show how your platform is going to benefit the agents and help them to increase their productivity in business? Of course. Is it necessary for you to know what every button does and have spent time clicking on literally everything in that platform? No, that's absolutely nonsense and that's completely ridiculous. And not only that, but with tech platforms in particular, by the time you learn every button, that platform is going to have been updated and there's new buttons and new options and new features that you've missed. Do not waste your evening, nights, weekends, and work days trying to become too much of an expert on things that, quite frankly, really don't matter. Know enough and don't go further than that. So what we did today was really covered off some of the 5 biggest time sinks that we see brokers do. The offering yourself to your agents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, trying to do absolutely everything yourself within your brokerage, not operating with a calendar, having no balance between your growth activities and your support activities, and then trying to become an over expert on details that ultimately do not matter. If you can avoid these, you are going to find a lot of time back in your day that's going to allow you to run your business more the way you would like to. If you're looking for support on this, if you're looking for help on this, be sure to reach out to us. We'd love to help you. All right, if you liked what you saw here today, be sure to comment below. We'd love to see what tips worked for you. We'd love to know what tips you're doing that maybe we didn't mention. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share the video. We've got lots more stuff on the way and hope to see you soon.